there has been a lot of talk in regards to what is Marvel Studios' reaction going to be to all the Jonathan Majors drama that's recently hit the public spotlight. And a recent update from Jeff Snyder claims that Marvel Studios is in discussion with Majors' camp about what can happen going forward and what might happen. So earlier this week, when covering the Jonathan Majors news, there was already rumors and reports that Marvel Studios would be meeting with him and internally discussing possibly firing the actor or whatever else, which obviously didn't need to be stated by anybody because, yeah, that's what happens when one of your, big members of your big franchise or corporation or whatever you have ends up being in the spotlight for something bad. So this was always going to happen. But now, when somebody that's more reputable than just random people online comes out and says something, this makes sense. So this came at us from Jeff Snyder talking on the Hot Mic podcast, where he said that a decision has not been made just yet. But from what he's heard, they have met and spoke to his agents about potential options moving forward, depending on the outcome of the case. So this is that standard bogged down, it's almost a non-story with a small story attached to it. AKA, both sides are still going, well, he's innocent until proven guilty, so we move forward. We're going to keep him as Kang for right now. Now, if it goes one direction or another, then a decision will be made that's appropriate. If it ends up that more people come forward and there's more evidence, Marvel Studios and Disney will cut ties. If there's not a whole lot and it's just straight up dismissed and we find out a bunch of the claims from other people were all just fake, well, there you go, right? So the decision will ultimately be made when more evidence is supplied, and I have no doubt that the moment this happened, the next day, like that Monday, Marvel Studios and Disney were already talking to his agents going, well, what do you got to say? How do we move forward with this? And what's the next step? So it'll be interesting to see what happens and what comes of this. I would assume that any day now we get a little bit more, especially in regards to evidence. The moment more evidence is supplied, that's sort of going to be one of the things that tips it either in one direction or another. And then we can kind of see and predict where Marvel will land.